and good morning. My name is Ethan Hora.
I'm Sophie.
I'm Nicole.
My name is Amari, and today we'll be covering to what extent has social media usage in the United States impacted social norms of beauty among different high school genders.
While social media was an innovative opportunity to communicate and network ideas to one another, it has slowly pressured teens to conform to certain guidelines for acceptance, impacting them negatively due to body image deterioration throughout history, objectification in culture and society, its toll taking on mental health, and a change in moral behavior. On this pie chart, teenagers were surveyed on the impact of social media. As you can see, there was only 1% positive, while more than half of the chart was said negative due to the downsides of social media.
Our solution to this problem is to either encourage tech companies to change their platforms or develop new ones that will remove likes or comments, reducing pressure of getting a certain amount of likes. For example, this graph shows that apps like Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, all designed around likes, comments, and shares, has the greatest net negative impact on youth mental health. Body image itself has changed greatly throughout time. As you can see here, these are the most famous people or artwork that represent the ideal body image of their time. Venus of Willendorf, for example, was made around 28 to 25,000 BCE and represents a very curvy and plump body type. This changed greatly by the time of Marilyn Monroe, who was very slim and fit. Now, Kim Kardashian represents the ideal body type. She is more of an hourglass figure. The ideal body image has changed alongside the most popular forms of media, from paintings and sculptures to magazines and television. Currently, social media has the greatest influence on body image. The article, Girls in Social Media, You Are Expected to Live Up to an Impossible Standard, quotes a poll stating that 35% of girls aged 11 to 21 said their biggest worry online was comparing themselves to others. Social media has seen great changes in recent years. Founded in 2003, MySpace is one of the first widely used social media sites. Then came Facebook, created by Mark Zuckerberg in 2004, though it looked much different. The Facebook like button wasn't created until 2009 and changed social media as we know it. Instagram started out as just a photo sharing app and is now one of the most popular social media for teenagers, also containing a like button. Then came Snapchat in 2011 and finally the Facebook dislike button in 2016. The likes and dislikes used in Facebook and Instagram have great influence over body image, as people with less likes or more dislikes on a post will feel bad about themselves or their bodies. One teen in the article, Girls in Social Media, You Are Expected to Live Up to an Impossible Standard, states that there's an attitude of, if this photo does not get this many likes, then I will delete it. Some people even make sure their account is not private to get more likes.
Social and cultural values are believed to play a key role in the types of bodies that adolescent girls consider beautiful and desirable. According to Aaron Bryant, an educator, he states, Latina girls express that body appearance standards in the Latino culture are different from those in the American culture. About 1/3 of the girls said that women who are considered to be overweight were attractive, while European American women are said to be overweight can face social pressure to conform to thin values. Therefore, looks have become a very intricate part into each culture. Only caring about looks has cultivated into a societal norm, which can lead to rejection from their communities. Social media also teaches the ideal beauty and latest fashion trends. However, sometimes it may give the wrong impression through culture. An individual may intend to appreciate it or adopt it into one's individuality, style, or even an art form. But sometimes people can exploit it and costume a look for the weekend or for financial or personal gain, a kind of cultural appropriation. Social media may be even worsening cultural appropriation. With social media sites like Instagram and YouTube, people can copy culturally significant styles without learning about that style's history or cultural origin. As you can see in this graph, there are different cultures who try to avoid this, but as you can see, Caucasian and multiracial people were the least likely to let the fear of cultural appropriation to stop them.
Psychology has many different branches to study, ranging from our emotions and how we feel to how we interact and develop within the environment, especially in social psychology, which should be able to sufficiently explain how emotions and rate of development tie in with one another, thus aiding in the resolution of today's question. Alpha within a society is a predominant term to describe males who sit at the throne within the social spectrum. Whatever these quote-unquote alphas do can surely bring about the emulation from those who view themselves as lower or inferior. This is mainly from the innate lack of confidence one has within themselves, which leads to this sense of inferiority. The most common examples are males trying to imitate the physical features of male porn stars, commonly seen below. Meaning, if one feels inadequate enough, they'll feel misplaced within society and ultimately try to off themselves. This is shown by the chart on the right, which explains the rate of suicide for people in the 2015. Mental illness is not only a factor of social media beauty standards, but is mainly a product of it. Social media can be seen as a manipulative device that has been linked to suicidal depression, overeating, and abusive relationships. The picture reference portrays that 1 in 4 men feel a large sense of inferiority when viewing others on social media. They hold themselves accountable for reaching the state of alpha, but more likely come up short when the lack of certain amenities for it, thus entering a state of extreme sadness. Though it is even worse for women. Females who see other females kindling with an alpha feel the inclination to follow suit or enact upon something called the mate choice copying effect. They'll try to find a guy that matches the peak of a male's social hierarchy. Though, naturally, not every woman can come out successful in this manner, leading to a state of depression if repetitive failures occur. It is said that 1 in 10 women are depressed.
Social media is detrimental to a user's morals and/or ethics. It will dumb you down to the point where you're able to look at a picture of someone and subconsciously put them on a lower level than yourself, beauty-wise, of course. Social media brings a judgment along with it that is unavoidable. At the end of the day, you are judging every photo you see. Maybe some people do that on a higher level than others, but everyone does. That repetitive action, whether conscious or subconscious, will create that stigma inside of you to become more judgmental and self-centered. On the flip side, there are some people who become put down in relation to the amount of likes or feedback they get on their pictures, which then instills a need for validation inside themselves, causing them to lose sense and morals and a little self-control. This is why some people might post a little sexual-based content, not because they really want to, but for the want of validation. The idea that social media desensitizes your morality is 100% logical. There's just no way that it doesn't. Everyone succumbs to the desensitization at some point. It is just an unspoken thing that comes with social media. It has a snowball effect where your morals continue just to decline in many aspects. Once you write one person's beauty off, you start writing your own off. You see everyone else and automatically try and feel better than them, but it just doesn't work. To help condition this, think before posting something, maybe even refer to these pictures.
Social media has become a common activity for every adolescent in the U.S. It has a way of changing body image, adopting someone's culture without the correct understanding, increasing mental illness and morals. By examining solutions to program a hidden like function, better verification to determine underage users, as well as an algorithm to efficiently flag hate language, will ultimately prevent the use of social media for teens all over the U.S. Thank you. Are there any questions?